In today's video, I'm going to be starting my car with my 3D printed Sheikah slate. Let's go ahead and get started on how I did that. God bless and welcome to More Motorsports Garage. If you're new here, please consider clicking that subscribe button. Before we get started, just want to say a huge thank you goes to JDI for making this video possible. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to pull this off. So huge thanks goes to them. Information will be in the description about JDI. Now, for the people who don't know about the build, we have the Legend of Zelda hood cut I did in a previous video. It will be linked in the description. Basically cut it out with a Dremel and put plexiglass behind it and backlit it with LEDs that I can color change if I want. Moving down here, my good friend Joe resin printed me this badge to go where the Acura emblem is and one in the back as well. He did a really good job with that. So huge thanks goes to Joe. He's been a longtime subscriber of the channel. Now moving over to the driver's side, when we open the door, that projects on the ground and Navi says hello. All right, now that we're on the inside, when I turn the key on, the Sheikah symbol will do that. It's actually just a little video file. I thought it's pretty cool. When you turn the key forward, it plays. And then we have the Legend of Zelda Master Sword Dagger that I made shifter. And it actually broke once and we had to re-weld it. So it's more for show now, and I daily drive it with the different knob and stuff on here. But like if I go to car meets or something, I'll definitely put this one on because it does work to drive on. It's just really cool. At least I think it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to be eliminating this key here completely. And this isn't a immobilizer key, but this bypass setup will actually be an immobilizer as well using RFID chips. And we're going to make a 3D printed Sheikah slate that will go right in here, and it will trigger the RFID, which will allow us to have a push button right over here. And then I can just push and hold the button and start the car that way. So it's going to be really, really cool. So we're going to go ahead and unbox the JDI kit. All right, so here's the JDI kit. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. And right off the bat, this is what you see. Their information will be in the description. They have a Bluetooth car radio that you can actually hide, and it has all kinds of cool settings, and they have a GPS tracker and the push button start. Really cool stuff. Highly recommend this company. So they went ahead and sent me extra, but you can buy these extra. These are actually different colored push buttons for this particular build. They sent a black and a blue, which is most likely the one I'll use. They have a black and red, and then their traditional standard button here. So that's really cool of them to send that. I contacted them what I wanted to do, and they were really happy to send me a package to do for this build. So they're a huge supporter of the channel by helping with this, so greatly appreciate them. Definitely go show them some love and get one of their products. It would help the channel out too. I don't get a commission off of any of this, but it does help this company that helps me. So this right here is their ghost key. This is actually the strongest RFID that they have. You can just keep this in your wallet. I recommend a RFID blocking wallet if you're going to run that in your wallet. The same thing with these chips. You might get like a little Faraday cage or something, so that way that people can't pick up on your RFID tags. But these RFID tags, we're actually going to put one of these ones that come in here inside of a Sheikah slate. If you don't know what a Sheikah slate is, I'll explain in just a moment. But it has the wiring and stuff right here. It's really simple. It's plug and play on this particular setup. On all of their setups, it seems to be pretty plug and play. I already did one on my other channel, on Texas Honda channel. If you haven't seen that, definitely go check it out. And then we have these, which I really like, the leather. These just go right on your keyring, which most likely that's what's going to be on my keyring the majority of the time. Just one of these. Just drop the keys in and we'll be good to go. The Sheikah slate will be more for like an aesthetics thing, like car shows or whatever it may be. Just kind of show off the nerdiness of me. But yeah, really cool. And these are matched to the unit. So these are just extra key tags. And then we've got this one here, which can go on the back of your phone so that you always have one with you, just in case you need it. Put it in your phone case or something like that. And then, of course, another ghost key card with the RFID information in it. So really nice. So no one can steal your car this way. And of course it comes with more cable ties and the actual unit, this is what you will be scanning the RFID tag over. So you can hide this somewhere and scan the tag over it. It's really cool. And of course it came with stickers and the information, the user manual, which is super important. Read that user manual. It goes over way more detail than I am on this video. So I'm going to go ahead and fill you guys in on what a Sheikah slate is real quick. Okay, so in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, there is this device called a Sheikah slate. And it is basically a device that allows you to remote detonate bombs or take pictures or get one of your vehicles that you get in one of the DLC downloads. And it's a really cool little like tablet basically. And it's really cool because you can open doors, unlock different levels and stuff like that with it. And I think it would be really cool to be able to basically activate the car using one of these Sheikah slates. And as you can see with the on-screen play right there, you use that thing a lot in the game. And it's a really cool little device, and I thought it would be really cool to incorporate that into the car, and so did JDI. That's why they're helping me along with this project. So if you guys want to check out Breath of the Wild, there's more content all over YouTube about it. So definitely type in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and you will be packed full of information. It's a really cool game. At first I was skeptical because I'm an old school Legend of Zelda fan, but I actually really like how they tied in every single Legend of Zelda game that they have had yet into this same game, and it is a huge open world game. Highly recommend at least checking it out. All right, moving over to the work area, we have the longer 3D printer, which I have another video on if you want to check that out. We're going to be using Ultimaker Cura, and I have a Sheikah slate that's basically ripped right out of the video game and then resized. And I will have a link for this file in the description if you guys want to print it or adjust it or anything like that. It will be in the description. But this is 2 halves. And that has to be 3D printed that way, so that way we can put the RFID tag inside of the Sheikah slate. But basically, I'm going to go ahead and 3D print both of these halves, and then we'll go from there. So I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Okay, so I had to go through and actually reprint these because I was printing them standing up and it didn't work too well, so I had to print them face down, which worked better, but it also left me this support in here. So it's real easy to get that support out. As you can see, I got most of it out here. A razor blade works, or some flesh cutters work. Either way, it comes right out, and then we can actually put the RFID tag right in there, just like that. And see, it doesn't stick up much. So when we get the rest of these ones out on this side, then we can actually glue this thing together, and then we can get it painted and actually put the keyring on right here, and it can actually go right on our keychain if we wanted to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of this right here cleaned out using the razor blade, and then we will be able to put the other half of the RFID tag on, and we can super glue this together. And the super glue does work really well, especially for this. This is PLA. It works really well in the 3D printing community for binding products together. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this cleaned out real quick, and then we will get this glued together. All right, got it cleared out. I mean, the best I could, just by prying those little supports off. mean, they come off pretty simple. So we're going to go ahead and put the RFID chip in there. Let's see if it closes together, which it does. Pretty perfect seal there. So we're going to go ahead and just put some super glue all around the inside. And then we're going to just lightly press it in the vise to kind of hold it together while the glue dries. Right, I don't have it clamped too tight on the vise, so it's applying a little bit of pressure. And I'm going to go ahead and hold this for just a few minutes, kind of let that super glue dry up. All right, so I've got these clamps holding it together. While this thing dries, we're going to go ahead and get the RFID reader installed in the car, and then we'll come back to this and get it ready, prep it for paint it, and then we'll be done with this. So while this is drying, we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so I will have a detailed how to install the JDI kit with a link in the description to my other channel. So I'm going to go ahead and do a couple little bits and pieces here for you, and then I'll show you how the Sheikah Slate works in here. All right, now that we got everything installed, we're going to go ahead and take the Sheikah Slate and get it painted. Right, there it is. Pretty much as good as I can get it. We're gonna go ahead and spray some Mod Podge matte clear acrylic sealer. You can get this stuff at Walmart, Hobby Lobby, lots of places carry this. But that's what we're gonna use over this acrylic paint. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a few coats, let it dry, flip it over, do the other side, and then that'll be pretty much done. Alright, so here it is. I went ahead and put one of these little screws in here. Just my wife had some stuff in her crafting box, so we have a keychain. I was going to put it on the other end with the keychain, but it would have been upside down, and I like it right side up, and it looks pretty good. So I was able to get it cleared with multiple coats, and it looks good. There's supposed to be an image on this back side of like the Sheikah Slate, but we kept trying to print out on sticker paper, but we couldn't get the image small enough. And when we did get it small enough, it was kind of distorted. So we just left it just like this for right now. But it looks pretty good and pretty accurate for the video game. So we've got the RFID chip in the Sheikah Slate. We've got the JDI RFID chip on the key. And then we've got the ghost key. And this one here goes on the back of the phone case. And then we put the phone on it, and then we can just slide the phone right over the antenna and it should activate. We also have my RFID blocking wallet. So we're going to actually test to see if it RFID blocks with the ghost key card. So we're going to go ahead and head over to the car and see how all this works. Okay, so we're going to just start with the Sheikah Slate. Heard the 2 beeps. Turn it on. Alright, sounds good. Go ahead and give her a start. Very nice. So, that one worked perfectly. We're going to go ahead and rearm the system. There it is. We're going to go ahead and try the ghost key. There's the 2 beeps. As you can see, everything turns on. Arm the system. We've got the leather one. 2 beeps. Everything works. Arms the system. And then we've got the RFID blocking wallet. We're going to go ahead and put the key card in, which is right here. Go ahead and put it down. So the RFID blocking wallet does work. Now we're going to try the phone. Remember, I got that piece right in the back of the phone. 2 beeps. Works perfectly. Arms the system. So, definitely works. I really like the Sheikah Slate the most out of them all. I probably won't use this one like on a daily basis. It'll be more for like, car shows, car meets, stuff like that. Just as a cool thing. Might use it occasionally. But the majority of the time, probably just use the actual one on the key. The leather is very nice, and I have spare ones. The other ones that it did come with, I went ahead and put those in a safe place, so that way we have them if we ever need them. But there's plenty of RFID tags here for this. So, yeah, I have the option of just my phone, which I can just literally just slide it in there and get to going. Or we got the one in my wallet, or all these 2 over here. It's pretty cool. Real quick, I wanted to show you this. I got some little Legend of Zelda little cup things. They're little coasters, technically. They're a rubber coaster. My wife gave me an early Christmas present, and it had those in it. It was really cool, and they fit perfectly in here. They weren't designed for a car, but they did fit really well. So it definitely helps complete that theme and the look. Also, if you didn't see on the Max Peatingrad stereo, which I did in another video, this is still supposed to go in my wife's car. We have to get a dash kit and all kinds of stuff for the MDX for it to go in there, so we're still waiting for that stuff. But this is actually a little video that I have, and this is what it does when I turn it on. Just like the Sheikah Slate in the game. It's pretty cool. And I also have some wallpapers here. Let's find them right here. So we got that one. That one's pretty cool. That one. That one. And that's just stuff that's already on the system. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. I really like the stereo deck. It helps fit the theme together just that much better. I guess I'm going to go ahead and rearm the system. We're good to go. Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed watching me make the little Sheikah Slate with the RFID chip in it. This was actually a really fun video, and I'm just super thankful that JDI gave me a chance and believed in me and had the vision alongside me and said, you know what, let's give it a shot. So huge thank you to JDI. I really like your products. They have GPS products as well with a 6-hour internal battery. So like if someone to cut your power and stole your car, it would send you a text message saying, hey, your car is leaving the parking lot. You can kill the engine with the app and put it in this place. Like probably take the whole car apart and find a place to hide it, and it would send a signal and kill the car. and you could track your car for 6 hours with the power cut. So if they never cut the power, you could track it the entire time they had it. So that's really cool. I'll leave their information in the description. They also have updated main relay harnesses for older Civics and stuff like that. It converts it to new main relays, which is really, really cool. But yeah, I really like this idea. It was a huge nerd moment for me, and I really appreciate you guys sticking around to the end, hearing me talk about the Legend of Zelda car. If you guys like this car, please consider sharing it around. We got the door projector. We got the voice thing, that little programmable door chime, which I'll have on a toggle switch because sometimes that does get very annoying. Yeah, it's just really cool. We got the interior glow, we got the master sword shifter, the hood cut, which I have videos on all of that stuff. You guys want to check it out, feel free to browse the channel and go check out Texas Hana channel for the full install on how to install that. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button, share the video around, and subscribe if you are new here. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. But before I do, just wanted to say this. Before I get off here, I wanted to mention there will be a free Gideon Bible download in the description for Apple or Android. Everyone should know the Word of God, what Jesus came to do. He came to save the sinner and set the captive free. He died for you and me, went up to that cross, died and defeated death, 3 days later, rose from the grave, and now has the keys to death. Anyone who believes in his finished work at the cross will be saved. If you have addiction or bondage or anything that is holding you down or you don't feel loved, God says he loves you, so much so that he gave his only begotten Son. And we are saved by grace through faith, lest any man should boast. So it's not of our works, it's of our faith in Jesus and what he did. So I just wanted to let you guys know the good news, that everyone has a chance. So repent, turn from your sin, and trust in the Lord. But that is basically it for this video. And until next time, God bless, stay safe, stay awesome.